How's it going, guys? JP here, and welcome to part 2 of the DVD slash Blu-ray update. What you guys are about to see right here is all the DVDs that I haven't shown yet. Yeah, these are all new, nobody's seen them yet. A lot of these films I've actually not seen either, so I don't know how much I'm going to talk about them. DVDs, I actually have more Blu-rays in this update than DVDs, so the Blu-ray part might be a little bit longer. Gonna try to get through these DVDs and possibly start on the TV shows that I got also, but yeah, so let's jump into it, I guess. First up, we have a film called Urban Legends Final Cut. Now, I got this super cheap. I bought the third one, and I already owned the first one, so I had to grab this one, of course, being a, completist. I've never seen the two sequels. I did, kind of like the first one, though, so willing to give the other two a shot. After that, we have a Big Lots find, and it is Case 39. Got this one for $3. I don't know much about it. I think I heard good things. I'm not really sure. I think it's more of a thriller, but, I'll throw it in the horror collection. After that, we have another Big Lots find, and this is another $3 one. We got The Plague here. I simply grabbed this one because it said Clive Barker's The Plague. We all know who Clive Barker is, and this is a film that I haven't seen or heard of, so give it a shot for $3. After that, we have another Dimension Extreme film, which I should have grabbed more of them because Big Lots had a lot of the Dimension Extreme films for $3, and I only grabbed, I think, 2 of them so far, and I went back today, and they didn't have any left. Wizard of Gore, this is, of course, Crispin Glover. I want to say this is like a remake or something. But I'm not really sure. I don't even know what this is really. Crispin Glover's kind of an odd guy, so who knows? But I'm trying to grab the Dimension Extreme films when I see them for cheap. After that, we have a film that I already watched, and I reviewed it on one of the days for Body Bags. It's a Cadaver Christmas, and this film is pretty awesome. It's a zombie, kind of zombie. They're zombies, but they call them cadavers. It's kind of an ongoing joke in the film, and it's really funny. Just a fun movie that seems like it was made by horror fans, and just the characters were fun. And I highly recommend A Cadaver Christmas, and you could get this pretty cheap too. Definitely grab it for next year's holiday viewing. I loved it. After that, we have another Christmas film. I found this for $6 at a... Actually, it says $6, but I found it for $5 at a Cash and Culture shop, which is, a local to my area. I think there's 3 of them. They're kind of cool. They have, like, retro games and stuff. A little overpriced on a lot of stuff, but you can find some stuff that's underpriced, too. So, it's all about the hunt. And, as Jeremy would say, he would, you find some cool stuff out in the wild. And this one was kind of cool. Santa Sleigh. It was perfect timing. I never seen a Christmas-related horror film at one of those shops, and it just so happens that they had one during Christmas time. So I grabbed Santa Sleigh. This one's pretty damn awesome, too. It's kind of a weird movie, and it's crazy that it just seems like a film that doesn't seem like it should have been made, because what it is. Judging by the script, I can't see somebody... in the year that it was made, being like, yeah, we gotta make this. It sounds like, I can imagine how the script would sound to, like, a producer, and they'd be like, hell no, I'm not making a film like this. But, it really works. It's pretty awesome. By the first scene, you can tell if you'll like it or not, which is good. After that, I actually got this as a gift. Well, actually not a gift, I guess. I kind of won it. If you guys remember my last update, Swifty the Icon, this guy on Facebook, had an NFL poll where you pick who you think's going to win, and I won for the second time, which every month he did it, and it is The Last House on the Left. This is a Region 2 edition. He sent me this from, England or whatever, so that, that's really cool. And, I already own this film, just like I owned Hellraiser 2 that he sent me, but... it's cool to have another edition of this, I guess. And I don't really own many Region 2 stuff. I only own like 2 things. So it's kind of cool to have, a couple different ones. Last House on the Left, I have mixed feelings about the film, but, Wes Craven is a classic director. After that, we have Alice Kills, and this one was highly recommended to me by both Moods and Jeremy, so I'm going to get to watching this one pretty soon. We talked about this on, I believe, our first episode of our new podcast. Shout out to the new podcast. You can check the link below. I'll put it there. It's pretty damn awesome. I'm not saying that the podcast is awesome, which I think it kind of is kind of awesome. It's just really fun to make. You judge for yourself if it's awesome, though. So yeah, Alice Kills. I'll definitely get around to checking that one out. I paid like $7 for it at Walmart or something. After that, we have Ghoulies and Ghoulies 2. You know, I never seen this cover art before. It was always the one MGM, generic looking cover art with the movie posters. This is kind of a cooler one. It's, a little bit more vibrant and, cool cover art, I guess. Ghoulies. I've been meaning to pick this double pack up forever. Now I could finally watch these two and watch Ghoulies 3 that was on that 8-pack, which I've never seen. Really kind of excited to go back and watch the first two Ghoulies films. I remember liking them as a kid. Next we have a $5 Walmart buy. We have a film called Devil. This is M. Night Shyamalan. I believe he wrote this one or produced it. I'm not really sure. Or directed it. I think it was a directed film, but he did not write it. Yeah, I don't know. I've heard mixed things about this one, but I love the concept. Couple people trapped in an elevator. I like films that are, I just said this a second ago. I like the idea of people just stuck in a single location with a small group of characters. It really works for me. It always has. It probably always will. So yeah, Devil. After that, we have some FYE buys. Now, FYE, I've stated my opinions on them before. I go about every once or, every other month, I'd say. They're kind of overpriced, and you have to let the deals, pile up. You have to, let some new stuff come in and, kind of really search to find, some cheap stuff. I overpaid for a few things, but overall I got some kind of discount. They was having, 15% off or something. So it kind of worked out, and I kind of, saved money if I would have bought them elsewhere. So yeah, The Entity. This one I paid $6.99 for. This was kind of the one that I overpaid on a little bit. I could have got it for cheaper probably. I've never actually seen this film. I didn't realize there was a Blu-ray, or I probably would have waited for the Blu-ray. I've heard a lot of good things about this one. I'm really excited to check it out. So The Entity. After that, we have Welcome to the Jungle. Now, this is one of those Dimension Extreme films that I've been wanting to add to the collection. So, yeah, I'm starting to pick up a couple of these. Not really heard anything about this one, but I really like the cover, kind of. It looks like some kind of cannibal type of flick or something. After that, we have Snoop Dogg's Hood of Horror. $4.97, I believe. That was a bit pricey for me, but I mainly just grabbed it because of the slipcase, and I plan on doing something with this film. Maybe I won't say it right now, but I'm getting films like this for a reason. Wow, I don't even know what to say about this one. I'm sure it's bad, but I really like the slipcase. It's pretty cool. Yeah. After that, I got Phantom of the Opera for $3.99. I also, by the way, there was some kind of buy a couple get one free or something. I'm not really sure how much what I paid for each one of these, but I pretty much got all of them for a decent price. So I might not have actually paid $3.99 for this. Anyway, I'm talking way too much about nonsense stuff. Phantom of the Opera. I've never seen any version of Phantom of the Opera, and I figured the one that stars Robert Englund might be a good place to start, I guess. I like Robert Englund. He's pretty awesome. After that, we have Stephen King's The Dead Zone. I also got this one at FYE. I've never seen this one. I'm grabbing, all the Stephen King films I could find because Stephen King's pretty awesome, and I'm trying to collect all the adaptations of his. After that, we have Stephen King's Riding the Bullet. Also got it FYE. Like I said, I am trying to grab all these Stephen King things. This is another one that I've not seen. So, yeah. After that, I'm also trying to grab these things, and that is the Masters of Horror. single releases. I was gonna just grab the box sets, but I was like, you know what? Screw that. Let's just go with the, single releases. And I'm actually trying to find all the ones with the slipcases. So I'm doing a fair amount of hunting. It'll probably take a little while to collect all of them, but I'm going to try to get all the ones with slipcases. The Screwflask Solution. I didn't even say what this one was. Joe Dante. I haven't seen this one. I realized I haven't seen nearly any of the Masters of Horror episodes, but I did see a couple. Pro-Life. I think I did see this one, but it's been a long time. This is the John Carpenter one. I might have seen this when it came out. Like I said, I'm trying to grab all of them. I believe I paid like $3.99 or $2.99 for 2 of them, and then I paid like $1.99 for another one. Then we have Stewart Gordon's Dreams in the Witch House. I have seen this one. It's really cool. I really like this one. I'm really looking forward to grabbing all these and just sitting down and blazing through like both seasons of them. It should be fun. After that, we have Chernobyl Diaries. This one I got for all these next, the rest of the DVDs I got from Warner Brothers, I believe. They was having a sale. I got these things for like $2.99, $3.99 type of stuff right here. So yeah, Chernobyl Diaries, haven't seen it, but I've actually heard bad things, and then I heard good things. I believe Moods was one of the first people I heard, talking good about it, and then it seemed like I heard more and more people talking good about it. After that, we have Prophecy, and this one I believe is pretty damn cool from what I've heard. The cover is really cool. I thought this was, I think I know what this is. I think I might have seen it before, but yeah, I'm gonna definitely check that one out. And then we have this is another film that I'm trying to collect, the Wes Craven films, and this is one that is very odd. This one is kind of a weird one. Wes Craven's Vampire in Brooklyn, Eddie Murphy. I've never seen it, but it's just kind of it doesn't, if you wouldn't, I wouldn't assume that this is a Wes Craven film, by any stretch of the imagination. I can never predict that that's who made this film based on, the title and who's in it and stuff. So yeah, horror comedy, I guess. After that, we have Orca the Killer Whale. I've never seen this, but I've actually heard some good things about this one, so definitely looking forward to that. Then we have Todd Browning's Freaks, and I've never seen this. This is a film that I believe Madison reviewed on our first week of Body Bags, and since then I wanted to check it out. I've always wanted to check it out, but finally seen it for a great price. It was like $1.99 or something super crazy, so finally glad to have that. Then I finally grabbed the last in the Critters series. We're talking about Critters 4. This is actually the only one that I haven't seen, so, I'll definitely watch this one and possibly review it, because I reviewed the other ones, or, no, I actually didn't review part 3, so, yeah, I'll watch Critters 3, I'm looking forward to it, or Critters 4, sorry guys, I'm a bit tired, I need to, get woken up. Finally, last on the list is a film called Man's Best Friend. This is Lance Henriksen. I believe this is like a killer dog film, which is fucking awesome. I love killer animal films, so looking forward to checking that one out. With that said, I guess we'll just cut it right here. I'll come back with the TV shows, and then we'll move on to the Blu-rays. So, see you guys then. Peace.